Here we go. Hello. Welcome to Truth Runs Deep podcast. I need to clear my throat, but that's okay. I'm Terryn,
I'm Callie.
and we're here to talk about all things law and order, SVU, the mothership. I said the mothership, organized crime. I don't know. I got disoriented. Fanfic writing and more. I don't really know what happened there. We're just keeping it. We're just going for it, whatever.
Did you forget
So,
what we're doing?
and now I said everything. I just said it in a really weird order. We covered everything. Yes. Yes.
All
Yes.
right, well,
Yes.
we're here.
Yeah, we're here.
It has been
You
a
haven't seen this.
week.
I completely didn't even announce that we weren't doing an episode last week. I was like, oh well. So
It's been a week since I got my tonsils out, and so far I'm
yeah,
doing all right. But if I stop talking and Taryn takes over, that is why.
yeah. We literally have been. We were like, I was like, I'm not gonna make you do it until you're ready. Well, I was gonna make you do it, but we eventually were like, we got to do it because my schedule is crazy busy the next couple
Yeah, we
weeks.
waited long enough. And we
Yeah,
decided to do backwards order because we
yeah,
can.
yeah. We can do
Hence
whatever we want.
why
It's
I'm
our show.
ready.
Yeah, it's our show. We can do whatever we want.
Yes.
So we do need
Speaking of
to.
shows,
Yeah.
I guess let's
Just
start with
we
the
did get. Well, I don't know if you have yours on, but uh, we
oh,
did
I
get
was gonna,
the
yes,
the
mine's on top
the
of my Olivia Benson box in my
yeah,
little.
we both of us have the bracelet from the Little Words
I was gonna sh
Project. Kylie
I
doesn't
was
have
gonna
her
show
yet.
mine mine when we did SVU, but we decided to
Yeah,
do it first, so
yeah.
I'll get that
But
later.
we'll do like I think we're gonna make like a short video on you for a YouTube video of like all the 25-year anniversary merch when we get it. Because so
Anything.
far we only got the bracelets. So I think we'll make a video or something about that later. But it's very, very MacBook cameras look so terrible. But it would look better if it wasn't on a MacBook.
It's so pretty though.
Yes, it's very pretty. And then the little they have the Little Words Project, and then there's you can't even see it because it says Law and Order Special Victims Unit on the side, and then it says Wolf Entertainment on the other side.
We official. Speaking
So
of all of our shows,
yeah, we have to talk about.
we
Well,
gotta
okay,
talk
so
about
basically,
shit.
I have to
Basically,
like you have to we get a lead up to it. Hold on, you're jumping. So basically,
okay, you go.
so they announced last week the shows that would be renewed in the fall for the fall lineup. So all the pretty for Wolf Entertainment for all the Dick Wolf shows. So like so SVU is guaranteed season 26, and Mothership is guaranteed season 24, I think. 24? I think it's
No,
24.
I think this is 24, so 25 maybe? Are
No,
they
I think, hold on. I put it on our notes so I remember every time. There's 24 will be the coming up season. This is 23. So, and Organized Crime was not on the list for shows that were renewed for the fall lineup. But that does not guarantee that it is canceled. It's just that it is not a
Shush!
guarantee that it's
Don't
canceled.
even put that word out there. Shush, shush, shush.
It, it's just that who knows what I'm not gonna use that word. I was trying to explain my point. It's just now I lost my train of thought because you're shushing me. But what
Sorry,
I was saying
this is
after that,
my source of
it's not
happiness.
that it's not announced that they haven't like announced a decision yet. So basically, the internet, particularly, is going a bit crazy at the moment. So
For different reasons.
for different reasons, but we have to put this one out there. One, it's not the actor's fault that this decision is being made.
Oh,
Number
no,
two,
because wait. I gotta add to that before you
okay,
keep
fine,
going.
fine.
Because
You can keep going. I don't know what my other point was. I was just making up saying stuff. I didn't write any of this stuff
because
down. I was just
as of
yapping.
recording this today, March 29th, 2024, Danielle went on live this
Earlier
today
today.
and said, as of now, they still don't know. So it's
Yeah,
not them
yeah.
because
Because they announced it
they're
last
waiting
week.
for the news too.
Yeah,
But they are shocked by how much fan support they're getting.
yeah, yes. And that
People,
comes with a good and a bad at the same
yeah. So
time.
here's
Like
the thing.
it's like yes, it is good to support a show. Yes, it is good to care about the people on the show. The bad comes when you basically harass um the network and people on the network to try to get your way. No, we don't do that here. No. The
and
ones people
harass
can,
people who may not want the show. Like,
yes.
look, I want this.
Yeah.
I need another season as
Yeah.
much as I need oxygen at this point. But if somebody disagrees with me, I'm not gonna go verbally attack them.
No. Don't do that. Okay. People have seen that
They'll
online. Don't be
disagree.
doing it.
I will agree to disagree with you, but I won't
Exactly.
attack
It's
you.
kind of a little crazy on it. I'm a little bit indifferent. Like if they knew, okay, they don't.
Yeah, so
Nothing
here,
I can
yeah,
do about it.
it's a
Nothing
bit
I can do
indifferent,
about it, so.
but for a reasonable reason.
I'm like, there's nothing I can do
And
about
it's
it for real.
legit,
But
it kind of goes along with the reason why I want the show renewed. I want the show renewed for literally everybody except Stabler.
yeah. Which we talked about this a couple of times before about how they kind of shortchanged everyone at the from the start by like making the show mostly about Stabler and everyone else is like the only 25% of the story is about everyone else. The other 75 is about Stabler and like that disadvantaged everyone else to the point where like it's they can't really do this. They could do the show without him. They could, but
They showed that back in season 3 and when he was suspended for a little bit and
yeah.
everybody took
They
Chuck.
supposed they gave him a storyline because they've never done an episode without him at all. He's been in every single episode of the show, whether it be for a short time, but he's been in every single episode. So therefore, but they've given the other characters more of a front end, and they're really good episodes. Those are some of my favorite episodes, the ones where everyone else is doing stuff.
Season 3
And like,
is the
yeah,
best.
season 3 is really like crazy. I love season 3. We're
Season
fun.
4 is second, and then
Yeah,
season 2 and season 1.
yeah. The
If we
beginning
have to
part, I
work.
barely remember the beginning part, but I do remember it basically. Season 1 was stay over unhinged for like 8 episodes straight. Yeah, so no,
What is
no,
that?
no, no.
What makes that different from literally any of the rest of the episodes?
Where he literally looks like he's going, like if you ever like remember, like I saw like clips from season 1 and like how he literally looks like he's insane. Like it was like it was wild. There was back in the throwback from like 2021. That was a long time ago. That's the year we met. But Rise Crime had to come out before. Nope, it was. Have we met before when Rise Crime came out? I don't think so. I think it announced. I don't
I
think
think
it come
it
out yet.
was like almost
Not too
like
long
on
before
the
because it
cusp.
was the same, all in the same. This is all in the same like time period. But the
Anyway,
podcast is almost two. But that was a random interjection. But I had to say that
to go
podcast is almost two.
basically more of the story is we want the show back. Maybe not for the reason everybody else wants it
Yes,
back, but we want it back.
yes. But there was
Legit
that. I had
because
some other
I
things to say about that.
legit because
Love Jet and
yeah,
Jet should
that's
have more
what
screen time.
I'm gonna do.
Yes,
I
Jet and
mean,
Sable, the other characters who have never not been on an episode.
wait, seriously?
Jet has been on every single episode,
Yeah,
and Sable has been on every single episode of Rise
yeah,
Crime.
Ainsley, woo!
But there's some other things they're gonna say. There's a couple other things that we need to discuss along these lines, okay? Because this is serious, Mama Terryn, as my friends call me. We're gonna have a lecture with you guys about like one,
You have
please,
the
for
floor.
the love of God, stop harassing Mariska. That is gonna
She's not even on the show. This has nothing
no,
to do with
please
her. Leave her
stop.
the fuck alone.
Stop. Full stop here. Don't do it,
Let
okay?
her
Sick of it.
enjoy her time out of the country, getting away from
Literally, she's
all of us.
having away from all of you. Literally, she's having the time of her life wherever she is at the moment. It could be Paris still. Who knows? But she is having the time of her life. Please stop harassing. Two, stop
But
harassing Wolf Entertainment slash NBC. They don't really care. To
I
be
know
honest,
they
they're
really.
worried about making the coin. If they don't make the coin, they're gonna drop them. They don't care. So they don't really care about your thing for real. They care about making money. That's how networks work. So we're
And
gonna talk about that in
also
class again.
stop
Yeah,
unless it's a
this
positive
is just
thing.
this shouting corner. We're just gonna shout today, I guess. Apparently, keep going.
I
What's your point?
shouldn't, but I
Well, not
am.
you, but I will shout for you. This is our. We're standing on our like the
It shouldn't be, but like
we're on our high horse today about
don't like
about
unless
this.
it's a positive thing, don't keep harassing and tagging the OC cast either.
Yeah, stop
Like
doing that too.
this is legit their jobs at stake.
Yeah, literally, stop doing that. Okay.
Obviously, we kind of know what they want at this point.
Yes, because everyone wants their job. Everyone wants their job. Okay.
I told Terryn that legit the only way
Or
I will
something else.
accept my favorite show and my favorite show not being existence anymore is if I get a notification on Twitter a week or two later that says Ainsley got cast in Wicked, and then I will forgive things. Hell, I'll accept that even if both things are going on at the same time. So please.
Yeah,
So as of now, yes, please
yeah.
renew my
Please stop
show.
crap.
Our show.
Basically,
Please,
stop crap.
please, please.
The other thing is, the only thing that really made me really piss me off the other day was about what was I gonna say? Oh, about like the
Does it
criticism
start
people
with a
gave.
B?
Yes, but I'm getting there in a second. I'm getting to that part, but not yet. The criticism people gave Mariska about the show, about we talked about this a little bit a second ago about Aurora's crime, but like, there's nothing she can really do about that. One, two, police from what people online are all like, well, they could have had EO and that would have kept Aurora's crime floating. I don't think so. Point, but please stop doing that. That is weird. Stop doing that. It is a
These shows
fictional TV
aren't
show with
even
fictional
supposed to
characters in a
be.
fictional ship that can't exist here. So
They're not even supposed to be about the ships. It's legit supposed to be
literally,
about the drama.
yeah. Well, yeah.
The
Organized
ships are just
crime is about
a boat
organized crime, but not really. Same
occasionally.
as Sailor drama, but whatever. That yeah.
And OC
Because
ain't
people
doing so
got
well with ships, so
they don't do well with either. They
legit,
once
you
again
guys
their
all want your
downfall
ship
from
on
the
the
start was
show.
they focused too much on. They really don't even do that much organized crime, and they did at the beginning. There was a bit more organized crime, but now there's more. There hasn't been as much as it was at the beginning. But I don't know. I
Actually,
talk with my hands,
I'm
so
I gotta add to the fact about the ship thing I
yeah,
said
I
is
talk with my hands. So like
I
y'all
do
gonna see
too.
me waving my hands.
So you guys all want the ship on the show. OC ain't doing so well with ships on the show.
No,
One, Kathy's dead.
yes,
Two, Ayana is divorced.
yep,
Three, Jet has also been divorced. Has dated
numerous relations,
dated
and with
numerous men, one of which just like disappeared off the show without them saying anything. One of which is
literally,
dead. Another
yep,
who she possibly had feelings for, who is
who
also
was
dead.
married.
And one who was married and then ended up divorced.
Yeah,
So
they're not good in the romance
they are
department. That's
they
you're
don't
you're
have a good
you're
track
putting your hope in
record.
the wrong thing.
Yeah,
If
really.
you really want it unorganized, okay?
We want these characters to be happy and find love,
Yes,
but
and it's not
OC
going to work the
is
opposite
showing
way
us
either.
that's not going well. So
Mm. And it's not going to work well the opposite way either. Chris does not want to be on SVU, never want to return the SVU. So it's not going to happen the other way either. And we've kind of talked about how in some other episode, we've done a lot of episodes of the show about healthy
Reyes is now
relationships.
divorced too, so
Yeah. Healthy relationships in which EO
are
is
not
not
a
one
thing
of
on
them.
OC.
Yes. We talked about, yeah, no romance, no see. We talked about healthy relationships and uh EO is not one of them for various reasons. We talked about this before. I don't feel like getting on my high horse
Characters
today about that. But you can go
deserve
back
a
to listen to
healthy
one other time I ranted
relationship.
about it. I know. Literally every week we talk
Not
about
getting
it. Okay.
one. Oh, these characters deserve a healthy relationship, and as of now, they're
Yeah,
not getting.
literally is. Um oh, the second thing is the thing that everyone knows about. I feel like I need to put it out there because maybe some of you are not on Stan Twitter, which is for the best, okay? Probably
Yeah,
get off the internet like Rule said that one time about Google was watching and all that.
he
Probably
what?
should just there's an old interview where he's like, stay off the internet, Google is watching. I'll see if I can find it for you. You can
I'm
watch
not
it. Then
surprised. I'm really not.
I'll go find it for you. But anyway, I'll find it later. But yeah, so the other day, maybe last week, I don't remember what day it is half the time. So some people decided they wanted to rent a billboard to put the hashtag of renew organized crime or renew OC, whichever one they
Which
put on the billboard.
legit, at first I thought I was like, oh, there's no way in hell that we're gonna be able to do that.
We, that is me a joke. No, it actually didn't
No,
happen.
legit,
They were serious.
they get a billboard. Danielle fucking saw the billboard and keeps and
Yeah.
has mentioned it. She mentioned it on her live.
Yeah.
And there's like pros and cons about that. First pros
Yes.
that
It's a little extreme. Okay, it's very kind of extreme. Pretty extreme.
But
It's a
also
TV show, y'all. Y'all gotta chill.
the fact that, all these fans were able to get that to happen.
You could put your money towards any other better cause than a TV show. Literally.
And yes, understandable because legit that's what people have kept saying. But also, like we
The
I was
network
like,
doesn't
"Oh,
get
there's no way this is happening. The fact that, all these
what they
people
do.
got
What
together
they
from
do.
the internet and were like, we're doing this. And then it
Which is
happened
good.
is cool. And I get it. And trust me, I think it's cool because maybe who knows, it might help. But also,
You could
uh
put your money towards literally any other cause to benefit our world, except a billboard. Literally, you could do something else with your life. But that's on you and your money. But whatever you want to spend your money on. But like it's a little I feel as if there has been a reach in people going too far. This is basically the overall lesson of this conversation with Mama Terryn, okay? That that
stop
you have to
it.
the overall lesson with Mama Terryn today is one, please stop harassing people. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. That's actually can be considered a crime and you could probably be prosecuted. So just
Wait,
don't do that.
seriously? Dang.
I mean harassment in some forms can get you in legal trouble. So probably just don't do that, okay? Two, please be kinder to each other, okay? Just be generally kinder to each other because the internet is vile. Some of you I have seen some things I wish I could unsee these days on this internet. So please generally be nicer to each other. Three, enjoy what you have while you have it, okay? That's the best way I can put it because we don't know what the future holds. We really don't. But you can enjoy things while you got them, okay?
And four, I'm gonna add a fourth point. We may not all ship the same thing, but we all want the same show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for those of us who watch OC.
Yeah, we watch it for everything else but it.
Also,
Where,
if you're out there and you don't watch OC, leave us those of us alone who do.
yeah, this is dinner. That's over my lesson of generally be nicer to each other.
Yes, please.
Um,
Like we all have a reason we
that's
watch OC for
yes,
whatever
for
it
whatever
is.
reason you do it, but
Yes.
be kind to people because
Okay. I think
it's
that's
not
the
going.
seriousness out of the way. Um,
I think I've got a point. I don't know if you had another point to make.
no, no, go ahead. Then I'll mention the video.
Mm, let's see. What was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh, that. What else did I have to say about that situation? It's kind of unhinged. Please stop being so unhinged, okay? These are fictional characters in a fictional TV show, okay? Please. Also, the other thing that really made me mad a couple weeks ago that I forgot to mention it because we hadn't recorded in a while. Please stop making weird pictures of people on TV show, okay? Stop. That is a crime. Please stop making, what I'm talking about. Please stop manipulating images of characters on the TV show doing things that are not safe for work. Stop doing that. That is a crime. Please stop doing that, okay?
Hey, I
You don't
don't
want
know
to
what
get in
you're
legal
talking
trouble
about,
for
but I
doing that.
agree with you.
You do know what I'm talking about. We talked about this before. Actually, I don't know if you might have been around that day. We had that discussion, but like, stop doing that, okay?
Yeah, no,
Not
you're gonna
you.
have to
You're not
explain
doing
me
that,
because
okay?
I legit don't know what you're talking about. I agree with you, but I don't know what you're talking
Um,
about. Okay, also, yeah, so moral of the story, um, actually, to add on to that, legit, every single Wolf Entertainment show has been renewed except OC. So, we gotta hold on to hope, but don't go overboard.
yeah, basically that was the overall the thing. Just stop calling it. Yeah, because it's got a little and too crazy, and it's not good. So,
Yeah, no more craziness. Stop it,
yeah,
y'all.
just generally stop. That's the no. So
Okay.
that was our lesson of the day. It took us 25 minutes to tell you about this incident, but
All right, on to
this
the
was the
happy
lesson
note.
of the day. The
On to
lesson
the
the
note.
lesson of the day, y'all. That is my I will teach you other lessons at another time if you would like to know them because Mama Terryn has many. Anyway, that is all. Moving on. You're
Um,
trying to find a video for you also. The video I'm looking for you, but continue.
anyway, so
Music.
onto a slightly more positive note before, but also has things to talk about in it. So they've been having people do people do like, hey, if there's any other videos of, hey, if there's any other character you could play in the Wolf Entertainment universe, who would it be? And so now it was Ainsley's turn to do one. They're legit just chilling in their plaid coat and sweatshirt hood on them, like legit just chilling. And I was like, before I watched the video, I was like, oh, she's gonna say Benson hands down. Nope. Ainsley said if she could be anyone else, she'd want to be Stabler, but the reasons behind it are hysterical. Because she's like, I want to do more action stuff and stunts and be able to do a cool flip or smash things every episode. First off, we've already seen Jet jump over a car and tackle guys, so I have a feeling that her doing a flip ain't far off. Two,
I'll
the
send
fact
you the
that
video on fun.
she said that um they said that Stabler gets to smash things in every episode, slightly a problem. But legit he's smashing things in every episode.
Yeah, we're like,
But the ending is hysterical because she's like, I'm coming for your job, Chris. Once again, continuing their
their banter is hilarious. It's
their
so
joking
funny.
beef that they have. Although I would not mind if legit the
He made
cover
it,
of organized crime ended up being Ainsley instead.
but yeah.
Yeah, so there's that. Oh, and let's see. Ainsley was alive on Instagram for a few minutes, and you know, we all know how rare that can be for like any cast member. So whenever it happens, we're like, oh, they're alive, and then take pictures of legit whatever they post so we can talk about it with our friends. Well, um, hold on one second. I'll mention this in a minute, but my throat is like,
What did you want me to? Anyway, I don't know what Kylie's gonna say. Therefore, I cannot finish her sentence for him. We've done a lot of talking, and Kelly probably hasn't done this much talking in a hot minute. Doesn't want to talk on the phone, but uh, I don't know. Do, 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 do. I don't, what you doing? There was something I was looking for, but I
I
forgot.
came back. I had to cough. So
I don't know what you were saying.
oh, I remember now. Ainsley came on fine and was active for like 10 minutes and was at a show, which we love, all the theater people go still sticking to their theater roots and going to see shows. Um, so
That's what I was
um
saying. I've seen some stuff that I was disappointed
it's
in.
but it's a connection to something that I like, so as you all are probably aware at this point. Um, I saw Cabaret this summer with Ainsley in it, and it was amazing.
Mhm. To
Um,
go look a whole video about it, you all can go watch it again.
legit.
There's a podcast
Um,
episode about it.
yeah, legit. There's literally a podcast that it's titled like legit us talking about Cabaret. So
'Cause I
go do
also went
that.
to cabaret, but not the one I saw it locally.
No,
Anyway, it was, it was
still
the
saw a
summer
good
fun.
one.
Anyway, that's off the subject. We need to get
It was
ourselves.
okay. Anyway, um, and I forgot something again.
I don't know what she was playing.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
legit hop back on. Um, and so so Ainsley was in it, and the person who played the MC in it, David, oh my God, I follow him now, I can't remember his name. David Matten, I believe is what his name is. He is amazing. He's phenomenal. Like, born to play the MC. Like, that's how freaking awesome he was. Well, um, Ainsley, David recently got cast in a Broadway play called Enemy of the People. And this is Broadway debut, which is amazing for him because he absolutely deserves it. And um, like, could not say enough amazing things about them. Um, well, Ainsley went to go see it and was praising them as well. And I just think it's so cute how Cabaret was back in July and they're still keeping in touch and talking with each other and still supporting each other. And I'm like, oh, my heart. So if you can go see it, go do it. Because swear to God, this he's phenomenal. I cannot say enough good things about him. And, you know, maybe as a sign that Ainsley's should happen, needs to happen. Broadway debut is around the corner. So, okay, that's the plug. But I love that Ainsley, is still supporting them, and it's really awesome. Like, oof, legit, oof, so good. Okay,
And then
now we
anything
should
else we
talk
get to the
about
actual
the
show.
show.
I just
But
rewatched it to make sure we
really bad.
need to refresh it because it's only been like episodes were last week. So like it's been like that was the last Thursday and now it's Saturday, the next Saturday. So it's been like 10 days, 9 days. I don't know. Long time. So you're gonna get started. This is the conclusion to the arc of the arc that was started at the beginning of not the beginning of season, sort of the middle part. So we were at what episode number is this? 9. No, it's not 9, it's 8. 8, which is Sins of Our Fathers. So at the beginning, it basically is a flashback of Eric and Meredith kind of well, it's Meredith's flashback, but she's kind of thinking about when she was a child. She kind of talks about how her brother was kind of different and like how she noticed her parents would fight all the time and like she did not like that. She wanted to be as far away as possible from it, and he wasn't one of those people who was. And like she was so like she kind of he kind of like they like cared for their mom and such. And she talks about how their parents got in a fight one night, and that was like her drawing line. And she like tried to run away from home, but she went back home. But
It's basically like on a fight, basically a fight of mom was potentially seeing somebody
someone
else.
else.
Dad also sucked, so
She let us run away.
she said bye, but and ran away, but
She didn't get very far. She was like 13, 12, 13. Didn't get very far.
Eric was still there.
Yeah, she didn't want to
So,
really leave him either.
but she was like convinced that Eric would not do this
Hmm.
to their mother.
Yeah.
Um, and Eric tried to break up the fight, and Meredith ran away.
Hmm.
She's convinced that her dad killed her mom.
Yeah.
Keep in
The
mind,
current
this
the
woman
current day
this
is a
woman
girl.
just had to kill her brother and is now finding out
Listen,
that her dad might have killed her mom. She needs a damn break.
exactly. It's crazy. Wild. Because at this scene, current time and place is that like she and Elliot are looking at her mother's bones basically on the Emmy's table is what they're actually doing while she's having a flashback and explaining her like situation. Um and she kind of talks about she says like I've been so angry with her mother for such a long time. And she says I wasn't innocent, I was blind to the fact that like she knew something was wrong and kind of just didn't do anything about it, both like in the past and in the current with her with their dad's current situation, being very corrupt. So yeah. Then
She
she says she feels bad, like she's protected her dad like her dad protected Eric. Eric was a serial killer. So yeah,
and she
she
says,
says
"Mom,"
monsters make monsters.
so basically the dad made Eric the way he is or
Yeah,
was.
like yeah, basically said.
And
Yeah.
legit it was bad because like the mom had a broken neck and they've been lots of other broken bones.
Yeah, it's like, oh, whatever he did to her was horrendous.
But
Well,
she's like,
they
this
never
is
give
gonna
us
be
the full story of what happened, but I don't know if they ever will, but they
impossible to
might.
figure out because it was 40 years ago.
Yeah, and he's the only person that could tell us what happened, but we don't know.
Yeah, legit. Anybody who could tell us is dead or not saying anything.
Yeah, they're not gonna cooperate. So
Uh,
then the next part is
is
the OC gang at Jeff's
for
apartment.
three of the OC gangs, so it's Jet,
Yeah,
Vargas, and Ayana.
yeah.
Um,
Ayan just shows up
the
during the scene and
Ayana's
like, what
back.
you?
Woo, woo, woo. Yeah.
Yeah, she has her cane. I don't know. She still has the cane for a hot minute. She has a cane. So
Also, the fact that this is how much Jet has grown from season one to now. Season one, Jet, no way in hell would she probably have let anybody in her apartment.
no, everyone's over all the time now.
Now
People like,
everybody's over all the time. She's letting people freaking caught, like, I mean, she didn't have a choice when there was a crime scene there, but like she's letting
yeah.
people there. They're chilling at her place.
They
They're using
set
her
up
stuff.
their own little bureau in her apartment. And, like, we got this.
Last time it was Stabler's apartment, now it's at Jet's. Um,
Yeah,
and again, always have to talk about her outfits. Wearing this cute little sweater with little fringe and jeans and boots and mm, it looks so good. I can't.
yeah.
Um, I don't remember what they
At
were
the
talking,
well,
but
they kind of were talking about the case and such. But then the second part, well, the at the same time, Elliot is at storage unit at his family storage unit with Bernie and his brothers,
and they're talking
and
about
he's also on the phone with OC people in a hot minute. Jet calls him for a minute, but initially they're kind of looking
first
through the
again,
storage unit, trying to decide what Bernie will take to the assisted living place. That's essentially what they're
down.
doing.
Yeah. Bernie's walking down memory lane. It's super sweet. She's like, "Oh, I made all these little things for you and put all your names on them." I'm like,
Yeah, they all have
I
little
want a
monogram
Bernie.
blankets. The baby
Just
blankets all
stop it.
have their names on them.
I want one.
She is
I
like
want a Bernie.
she's made all her children's blankets with their names on them. The one they show us Elliot's, of course, obviously. But they all
So,
have little name blankets.
so stinking cute. I love Bernie.
It was very sweet.
And then they found baseball, which I swear I feel like was mentioned in SBU, but I could also be getting conflicted because I think Kragen had one too. So anyway, the baseball that they bring up that was signed by Mickey Mantle, who was I believe a Yankees player. Yankees or Mets, can't remember. One of the New York teams.
I think they I think they tell the story, but I forgot.
And they was
I think he
basically
says it in the thing.
the thing of it was um
One
oh
of
my
them
god.
got hit in the head with a baseball.
I remember like it was basically they're like fighting and they get the signature and the dad got the signature for them of the player.
Yeah,
And Michael's like,
yeah.
oh, it's not the only
I think weren't
signature.
supposed to catch the baseball or something. Something strange happened where like
Yeah.
they weren't supposed to be like something happened and they like some kind of
Yeah.
way. It wasn't supposed to happen. Like they end up getting this baseball signed.
There's
Their dad
certain
got this
times,
baseball for them.
yeah, there's certain times in baseball where you can catch a ball and others you cannot.
Mhm. I don't remember the story. I literally watched it. I don't remember.
Well, so there was
But
that. And
anyway,
then
they get the baseball.
Randall was
It's,
like, oh, that's not the only signature it's on there. You see that little red mark? Yeah, and that
yeah,
was
that's
when Dad whipped it at my head,
and we go. "Ooh,"
drowning blood. And it's like, jeez.
you're like, oh,
Like,
yeah,
it's
great.
crazy. Like,
We have all these stories that like where he'll just be dropping this so randomly. You just be like, all right, remember that time? Yeah, it was really bad. You're like,
but it's
oh,
also crazy how like, Elliot and Joe like, hold their
Don't
dad to such
remember it.
high standards. And
They don't
Randall's like
remember it this way. He
he's
was terrible.
dumb. So
They
it's
don't
in
seem to remember it the way Randall remembers it. So Randall kind of drops these truth
yeah.
bombs and they're like, what?
Yeah, so there's that. And they finished in the storage unit and Elliot gets a call back that the thing that was tested was a
An
yeah, Joe
illicit
Jr.
substance that,
using
yeah,
an
Joe,
illicit substance as
an
people
illicit
figured.
substance that starts with an H and you put it in your veins. Yeah, that's the best way you can.
Starts with an H,
That's the best
ends
way I
with
could
an N,
describe it without saying
goes
what the
in
word
arm.
is. You can figure it out, people. You're real smart.
Who says
Yeah.
who says we're supposed to believe in no anything? Who says that?
Ooh, I don't. Ooh, don't remember. Does that scene switch over?
I think, but I don't remember what the line was. I'm asking you because you just watched it and I forgot to put person's
Oh,
name.
I feel like this was part of the phone call or something.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, they were talking about like a oh yeah, when Jet was on the phone with them and talking about a bird and Jet is like, what bird? And Elliot's like, nothing. Hangs hangs up. She's like, what? Um, so then
And
Elliot
then
shows up at Jet's.
he's
Um,
like, he's shocked Ayana's there, kind of.
yeah.
He's
And
like,
then Yana's like, well, somebody has to provide the muscle. And I was like, yes.
yeah, let's go. With
And
her
this is when,
cane, she got it.
yes, yes. We love Yana. And then this is when they showed Jet and Jeans. And I was like, oh, yes. But here's the thing. They're all here. And they're
They're
on
supposed to
technically
be at work.
on the
They're
clock
supposed. They're supposed to be at work.
at
And
work.
that
So
you're
they
like,
get a really small, funny scene. I was dying of
funny because I gotta
Shaw.
drop it. So
Yeah,
he
Shaw, the
walks
one who
into
was
the
like
bureau.
frenemies with Iana, who's the intern captain, walks into an empty bureau, looks around, and is like, seriously?
She knew they were getting into trouble anyway. She already knew they were gonna get good. They were gonna get into some mischief. She knew
Like
it. She was like,
they're pretty much all like, yeah, we're not listening to you. We're gonna do our work, but we're not gonna do it with you.
not here,
We're
so you can't tell us what to
not here.
do. He was like, seriously. She knew they were gonna get some trouble at some point. They couldn't. They were gonna go break the rule at some point. No, they
And
already were.
yeah, so they
They
go
already
back
were breaking the rules.
talking about like, things and going on
With
in
Bonner, and they're kind
the
of
place.
talking. They're exactly the group
Yes,
again.
I do not remember where they are. And she's like, Jet's like, well, I can't imagine anything shady going up, anything shady going up,
Going on.
anything shady going on up there.
She said at the last location they have like saw the people. The people that was the beach house.
In other words,
And she's like, can't imagine anything
continuing
shady
my
going on.
continuing with my headcanon, the Jet hates entitled rich people.
Yep, definitely.
Um,
The Zoom's about to go explode, so don't think too hard about something. Uh, we'll continue with the thing because the Zoom's gonna explode, and then you're because that's why it's kind of important, and we need to explain it and we'll have time. So
okay, we might have to. Okay, so I have to correct myself because as I figured, I mixed up his name. So David's last name is Matar Merton. I hope I'm saying it right, but it's Matarmerten. So yeah, he's the one that Ainsley went to go see, and he's amazing. So go support him.
so we're back.
Where the hell did we leave off?
Hold on. Like y'all, we did a part of organized crime like Friday, and then or sorry, I don't remember what day it was. We started on one point and then we didn't, and then we skipped around this, we did a bunch of, and now we're back to where I was from again. But
Oh, I remember now. I remember. Okay.
yeah, we were like halfway through the episode. We were
Okay, so we
um,
left. Let's see, I found it. We left off.
we should have marked it. That would have been smart, but we didn't. But I guess when we left off, nope.
We left off after the group had met up at Jet's place the first time.
Hmm.
Um, and they found out that Jessica Clark, one of um
The victims. She was one
one
of
of
the
the
victims.
victims of Eric, uh, and this shows how far the corruption goes is, because this was she was his believe his first victim. Um, they convicted her brother on they convicted her brother for doing it,
Yeah, but he was innocent.
but he was innocent, and it was a whole bunch of circumstantial evidence, so he
Yeah,
shouldn't have been
whoever was
convicted in
locked up
the first
for it.
place. But the dad's corrupt judge, so that didn't really matter.
Hmm.
Um, then we have a thing where Meredith is talking with her dad. She went over to her place, and she has a jar of ashes that's
Hmm.
her mom. And basically,
And we sure it's her mom. It might be her brother. They didn't really say who.
yeah, I'm not sure. Either way,
I think it's her brother because if those were her mom's bones earlier, there wouldn't be anything
oh, true.
left. So it would probably be her brother. They
Good
didn't
point.
really say it, but I'm assuming it's her brother.
And she, finally stood up to her dad, and she's like, "I know what you did, and I'm going to make sure that
That you
we
paid for it.
prove it and that you pay for it."
Yep.
And then we get when I always put like the best of Danielle's tweets and
They really did. You don't like
the little
her
notes.
tweets, they really think.
And the first one was, "I'm glad she stood up to him finally. Crazy the hold toxic parents can have on their children," which is true.
Yep.
Sad, but true.
Mm.
All right,
So then
next,
Elliot goes to see Roy Clark and kind of talks to him.
the
That's the
brother
next
of
thing.
the girl. Uh,
And he says, I've been saying that for Elliot's like, I believe you. And he's
you.
like, I've been saying that for
He's like,
20 years.
no,
And you're
he's
the
like,
first
"Why
person.
didn't you do it?" And he's like, "Yeah, I've been saying that for 20 years. And you're the
You're the
first person
first
to
person
believe
to
me."
believe me. Okay, well,
And then they talk about like how the judge like basically like got one of his friends to turn on him because
yeah.
originally
So
his
then
friend was like, "Oh, he was with me all night," and then the judge got him to change his mind and was like, "No, he wasn't with me," etc. etc. Um, and then we transitioned to the judge going to like his
fucking with it.
regular
Exactly. And they're like,
meeting
bro,
place. All of his like colleagues are like looking at him angrily,
like,
basically
bro,
along the lines of,
it's not going well. You gotta stop. You're not
yeah,
going well. You're digging too deep. We're all going down.
first off, you tried to say that this is one of us who did it. Second, you knew who did it all along, and you hid it. Third, it was your son.
Yep. They're very
And
mad. They're like, he's
the
like,
judge,
yeah, whatever.
it's fine, it'll die down. Everybody will move on and think of something else. And all the guys are
No.
like,
Now they're like, no,
"No."
they're not. And there's just something about, I think it might be that he's
And
like,
it's
your
like,
daughter's
well,
new best friend is digging
yeah.
too
It's
deep
like,
into this.
oh, come on. Like, why won't people forget about this? And then they're like, well, if it's up to your daughter's new best friend, aka Stabler,
Yeah,
people, he's not gonna rest until
it is done.
all figured
They
out.
I figured that.
And then the judge, Clay, is pretty much like, "You know what? Fine.
Screw the whatever, fine.
Don't touch my daughter.
Yeah, just
My
don't do
daughter
that.
out of this, but I
Yeah,
don't care if you do that.
and he's like, "No, whatever."
You can do whatever." leave my child out of this. So, his priorities are right in some
Sometimes.
cases,
Sometimes.
sometimes, only sometimes. Um, then they go see,
I don't know who this is. I feel like they said her name was Mrs. Jackson, but I don't
this,
forgot. Somebody they
I,
knew. Somebody one of their
uh, I think
oh wait,
she's must be related to one of the other victims or something.
yeah, something like that.
Um,
And then they go back to Jet's apartment after that part.
yeah. And then they're discussing things, and Jet is basically like, yeah, corruption pays. Once again, proving the point that she hates rich white men.
Hmm.
Let me phrase that. Corrupt
Yeah.
rich white men, which honestly isn't few and far between sometimes, but have to make that difference.
Hmm.
And Ayana gets a message on her phone. She's like, crap, I gotta go meet with
Like,
that.
was there anything?
I forgot about that. Ugh. Um,
And Jet's like,
and
give me the run.
yeah, just like going to drive you, and Ayana's like, yeah, sure. And so, Ayana grabs her cane, grabs her coat and her keys, and they both like just start walking out the door. And Vargas is like, I'll just be here.
Yeah. I'm like, bro.
They all literally just do whatever they're doing, and he just happens to be there.
Yeah. He's doing his job, but he's just there. And they're like, you'll be fine. You're fine.
Yeah, keep in mind,
But
Ayana
then
hired him, and she's basically just like, yeah, yeah,
you
whatever.
got this.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah, whatever. You got this.
um,
And then the
then
next part,
yeah, we get a scene with Elliot and Kragan
and
meeting up at the
they're
diner in
they're at the
town.
diner again.
And it was I'll admit it was a kind of a nice scene. Basically, they're talking about um the case at hand and everything, and how Meredith
Mm.
got caught at first, and then Kragan is like, you need to take this seriously and not violate your terms of
Because
suspension.
he's not supposed to be working,
He's not
okay?
even supposed to be doing anything.
Well, it's like you gotta stop. But he what he
None
actually
of
says is
them,
like,
none of
yeah,
them
none of
should
them are
be
supposed to be doing
helping
it. They
him,
could
but
be all be in really big trouble for doing it.
that's
Because I'm helping
besides
Elliot
the
who's
point.
in the trouble. Then Tragan says, everyone is fighting for you but you.
Which is so true.
We're like,
Everybody,
Elliot, everybody cannot keep covering for him. And like they know
everybody,
this.
everybody is risking their lives and their badges for him, and he's just
Like, yeah, whatever.
letting him.
They're after me. IB is after
And
me.
he's
And
like,
Tragan's like, bro, you gotta take this seriously. You forget how much power they have. They can fire you today. And what are you gonna do about it?
like you need to actually like do shit and fight for yourself, and not let all your colleagues try to cover
Yeah,
your
and don't take, yeah, you can't run away from your problems. You can't just punch stuff. He's like, you got to stop doing that. You gotta get yourself
yeah.
together because everyone can't, you can't worry.
And then all of a sudden, these guys in masks and with guns
They break
storm the
into the
diner
guy.
and take
Yep,
everybody hostage. And Elliot's looking and he's like, yeah, they're not here for money. They're
they're
here
for
for me.
me. Everyone's like,
And Trey's like, you take care of this. I'll think of something. So,
that cause
Elliot,
a distraction.
he
He's
calls
like,
it a
cause me.
distraction. He's like, I'll think of a distraction. So he stands up and he
Because
like,
he's like,
basically
what do you want me to do? He's like, you'll know. You'll figure it
puts his hands up and is like,
out. He's like, hey,
surrender and be
I'm surrendering.
like, let these people go. I
Yeah.
know I'm the one that you want.
Which for once is very, very noble of him for once, you know? Because it could have been worse, but then it wasn't. I was expecting to be
And
more
then
crazy.
all of a sudden, and I gotta admit, this is a little
It's
funny. It's
really funny, actually. It's kind of funny. It's not, it's a serious thing, but it's actually funny.
a serious thing, but the way he does it is funny.
It's very funny.
Because there's this like sound effect that he makes. It's kind of funny. And all
Yeah,
of a
basically,
sudden,
Craig, like, he starts
fakes
to fake a heart attack in the back. It's
he's
not funny, but it is because the
he,
way it happens is really funny because he's like, this is it. This is the moment.
yeah,
This is
and
what he chose to do.
funny sound effect, and he like falls, and everybody like stops trying to help him, and then Elliot takes that moment to be like, psh, takes the
Yeah,
gun, fixes the
yeah,
problem.
yeah.
And then
It's a
he's
very,
pretty much like,
it's a very
and then afterwards, Elliot's like, what was that? And he's like, I don't know. It kind of just seemed to
it seems
work.
like it will work. He's like, he plays it off like he's having a heart attack really well. And they're like, what is it?
But the thing is, it kind yeah, I mean, when when they said distraction, that's like one of the
He said
first
what? He
that
thought about it. He was like, an older man. He would fall.
yeah, that's like that was one of the first things that popped in my head for him to do. I'm like, I
Yeah,
don't know what else he's
it'll work.
gonna do except like me either A, pretend to act crazy or fake being sick. So
Yeah. So it works every time.
um then we get the higher ups talking to that Logan, the like right hand man to the chief, and they're basically trying to convince him, like, look, he was never gonna make you chief.
Yeah, that was just you were playing right into his hands.
He's crooked. You need to help us take him down. Then we get to Ayana talking to IAB about what happened in regards to her shooting and the
Yeah.
17-year-old
She
and
tells the story again. We don't have to repeat it, y'all. We locked in
everything.
already. But that's what she tells what happened.
And, the guy's like, okay, so
What do you
what
want us to
can
do?
should IAV do right now? And in regards to what Stabler did, and Ayana's like, well, the worst thing IAB can do right now is mistaken unfortunate for unjust. It's unfortunate that this child ended up getting his head slammed into the ground.
Yeah, it really is.
Isn't necessarily unjust because he was trying to kill Stabler and then almost
Mm-hmm.
killed Ayana. So was it exactly done in the best
Mm-hmm.
way possible? No. But Stabler probably wouldn't have survived if he got a point blank gunshot to the chest. Um, and the guy does like his, wrap up and he goes to stand up. And Ayana's like, we're not done. Sit down.
Okay.
Like, yeah,
It was very black mother. It was
yes.
very black mother of her. It's like, oh,
The way, yes, the
when your
way,
mom tells you to sit down, you better sit down.
yeah, the way Danielle said it, because that's the
Very
way to say
black mother.
it.
It's like, well, yes,
Like, and then he's like, slowly, slowly sits back down.
I'm like, there's a
And then she gives
you know,
this guy a file, and
he's
she's
black.
like,
He's like,
look, I know
like,
all about your little grudge against Stabler because of what you think he did in regards to your mentor. I'm not about to let him go for a dead man's grudge. Like,
exactly.
basically, I'm not about to lose my detective for this.
Yeah.
And then
Then
to make it as if that wasn't
a bit more.
already
It was
awesome
like,
and
yes, ma'am.
badass enough, she stands up and picks up her cane and walks out.
She doesn't like use the
Not
cane.
use
She just
the
holds it
cane,
in her
she
hand, just
holds
power
it
walks.
in her hands and leaves.
I think I'm done. Goodbye.
Fuck yes. Yes, Danielle. Yes.
Like she's like,
I'm
goodbye.
waiting.
We're done
And
with
then,
what we do.
like, oh god.
It's
Her
really funny though. Like, go watch that part if you haven't. It's just
please do.
comedic.
Yes, I know really.
It's
The
like we said,
this-
organized crime should have been a comedy.
it should have. This is one of my favorite parts of Danielle's
So
portrayal of Iana. In serious moments, she is firm and demands respect and is badass, but also her sass can ring through and just make the scene that much even better. It's just oh, so good. Who said you
I
missed?
knew that. I'm pretty sure it's Elliot. Oh, it's because Bonner, Chief Bonner, not Chief Bonner. I mean, Clay walks into the diner. He's like, "Oh, I know what happened." He's like, "I'm so sorry this happened." Like he didn't know. And then Elliot's like, "You missed."
Basically, I'm still alive.
I'm still alive. You missed. And then,
How? How? I don't know sometimes, but yeah, he's
bro,
still
you
alive.
literally failed. Like, bro, you could have done. It was very easy. They could have just made it simple. They knew where they were looking for. You know, it could have been, but
Like,
no, they
he
they
put his
they,
hands up. You
he
didn't have
was
to
right there.
listen
They
to
could.
his. You didn't have to
They
listen to
didn't
his
have to. They didn't
spiel.
care. And then, yeah, like
He
what
could
criminals
have
care?
just done it and left, and but
What kind of gang cares? They would just did their job. They were basically bounty hunters for him. They would have just done it and been
Yeah.
like, okay. They
So
of course, but of course, they have to make Elliot the hero and everything. So they couldn't do that, of course. But that would have been the logical thing. But they don't always follow logic.
yeah, well,
Anyway,
I was gonna say one is this logical.
never.
Um, then we get a thing that says Vargas said all the higher ups of the beach house discussion stuff. And so the squad has to keep that in mind. Then we
Yeah.
transition
Yeah.
to Meredith,
Elliot's on the phone with Meredith, and when this happens,
like basically trying to tell her like you need to be careful. And
you need to
she's
get
like,
ready. Elliot's basically like you need to like get ready to leave. They might be coming after you next.
and
Which
all of a sudden,
restarts progression.
boom, somebody comes
Logan's in.
behind and starts attacking her. It's Logan.
Yeah,
Um,
but she looks him in the eye. He has a mask on, but like ski mask, so his
fought
eyes are
back.
still visible.
She pulls her
She
gun.
did.
She tried to shoot.
Yeah, that's what was like the ankle pistol out, and then she's like,
She
mhm.
missed, but she looked him in the eye, and you can tell it's him
Yeah,
because he's
she
very distinct eyes. You can tell.
blue like bluey green eyes. It's very distinctive. Look, it's so like
There, let's just say it was a lot. It was a lot.
yeah, because like before, like there's a specific shot before this is that like they show her tub and there's like the tub is full of water and there's like pills on the side.
They were basically
There's a,
gonna
there's
make
a
you.
she looked like she was gonna end her life. That's what they were trying to do, but they didn't end up doing that. That's what they wanted it to look like. But then Elliot comes over and talks to her about it, and she says
It
that's
is
what they were
just
going
to
to do.
make sure she's okay and stuff.
Yeah,
And
basically that's what he was saying.
um, yeah. And so then they're like, okay, do you have any way we could like get footage of this? And oh wait, no.
That's not about that. That's about they find some evidence of
Yeah.
Judge Bonner's corruption. It's on a VHS tape.
Yes.
Our long
Legit.
past,
For,
past our generation.
pause. For
Not
those
that
of
past.
you who do not know what a
Know what
VHS
a VHS.
is, first off, thanks for making me feel old.
Even I know what a VHS tape is, and I'm younger than you are. So that makes me
Okay, good.
seem
Now
old.
we both feel old. So anyway, for those of you who don't know what a
You
VHS tape,
don't know what it
it's what came before DVDs.
is.
So basically, it's this long black box.
Yeah. Sometimes they were different colors depending on what they were. Most of the time they were black.
Orange, sometimes, and they have movies and TV shows
Yeah.
on them. And you basically put it in like this
No player. You
rectangle
put it in the player.
container in your TV
If you
and
have an
slap
old TV,
it
there's a slot for it. But if you don't, then definitely the past 15 years they probably are no longer in
and
business.
press play and then watch the movie.
Yeah. You have to make sure you rewind at the movie, otherwise your sibling will probably be mad.
Yes.
And you make sure you
So
didn't record on top of it, otherwise you would be really sad.
yes.
So
So they're
there's
legit
a lot
like
of things.
through all these VHS tapes, and I'm like surprised we didn't get a comment of Jet being like, but then again, I can't say I was gonna say we should get a vintage comment from her, but I'm like, we can't because she's my age and I know what they are.
Yeah. I'm surprised she didn't make like an old people joke make like an old joke to people older than but she did. But
She usually does make an old joke about things in regards to Taylor, so
about about Taylor because he's old. Really old. And then the nigga Jet says, I didn't think it would. They were like, there's evidence on that VHS tape. And she's like, I didn't think there would be, but I'm not
but I'm
surprised
not
anymore.
surprised anymore.
That's like when she makes that joke about the vintage P word, but we can't say
Oh
that
yeah.
word on YouTube.
She's like, I
But you
thought
know
I've
what the
seen
word,
everything. Now I've seen freaking evidence on a VHS tape.
the vintage P. I
And
forgot
well,
about that till that moment.
oh no, I was thinking of it too. But so the what is on the more importantly, what is on the VHS tape
There is
is video footage
everything. The smoking gun,
of
everything.
the smoking gun, literally everything of Bonner interrogating Ray's friend and getting him to flip on Ray so we could put
Yep.
Ray in prison for killing his sister when in fact it was not him but Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning this corruption goes back
A long
years,
time.
a
Mm-hmm.
long time. Legit corruption everywhere. Who says this line? Watch yourselves.
I think it's so Ray no what is it? Stabler and
Oh
Bonner
yeah,
go to maybe it is. They Elliot. No, I think Elliot wasn't
Not
supposed to
yet.
do this because
No,
he's not even
not
supposed
yet.
to be on the job. But I think it's like they're talking to each other. It's like I think Elliot says this to Bonner, and then she pulls out another gun. It's
What
like consider
the,
yourself deputized.
the how do I say that?
She gives him a. I think it's Elliot, and then Bonner says
No. What
consider
is the
yourself
word? I don't know how to say the word.
deputized
No, the one above it.
cavalry.
Thank you.
I don't know why it's capital. I think just because of like religious purposes, they try to capitalize it. But you know, he's
And
watch yourself.
like, yeah,
Cavalry is fine.
they're behind
She
you,
pull,
and she's like, consider yourself deputized, and she gives him a gun. She probably shouldn't have,
yeah,
but
probably
whatever at
shouldn't
this
have
point.
done that, but you know. But they walk. Okay, so the next part's kind of graphic. So warning there.
Yes. Oh,
They walk
um,
in. You know,
and there's literally
their guns ready. You know, just in case. And then
yeah,
they
guns
walk in.
ready. They walk in, and
Everybody's there's people
everybody's dead.
splayed out everywhere. They're splayed out
They're
everywhere, all across the
legit
living room, like
everywhere.
crazy. All of
And
them
they're
are dead.
standing there in shock. And then the dad just walks in and
Well,
he's like,
like
I told
Logan wasn't kind of dead at first. I think Logan kind of wants to walk in, and they like point
Oh
their gun
yeah,
at him. He
Logan's just
falls.
walking in and they're about ready to do it and then he just falls. And it's like,
He's already.
oh
Literally, all of them are. They're like no witnesses. Bonner was like, no, Chief Judge Bonner was like no witnesses, none.
yeah, Logan and then yeah, so after that, and then the judge walks in and he's like, I told them not to touch you.
And I
It's
went,
like, damn. So he
what?
has a heart, sort of,
He
maybe,
said everybody. He said
you know.
nobody.
He's like,
Oh,
I never thought about like who says this? Is it I
he
never
does.
thought legacy. Maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And he's
Then
basically
he puts his gun to his chin.
and he's like the whole
She's
time.
like,
No, basically he's like the whole
he
time.
knows he's going to jail. So like, he
He's
was
like
like,
trying to be
well,
like
he
the
killed like
whole
10
time.
people.
The whole time, you were defending your mother, and I'm the one who loved you. Your mother tried leaving
Hmm.
us. I'm
Yeah.
the one who loved you, and it's like, dang. So yeah, pretty much just admitted to
Yeah.
that. Um, and and he's got the gun to his chin, and she's like, "You say you love me. Don't do this."
Yeah. Because she would
The
lose
guy
her whole family. I mean, he's going to
legit,
jail forever. He's going to jail. He's killed like 10 people. But he'd rather have him alive than not.
yeah, so legit.
Because
And then,
that's her dad. She
uh,
reads him his rights. He puts the gun down and she reads him his
yeah,
rights.
and he's crying and shaking. And she arrests him. And it's like this woman needs a damn break.
Really. She's been through the ringer. It's been like 4 episodes. I think this arc started about 3 or 4. I don't.
Yeah, and then
They
all the
close.
cops
Yeah.
and
You
everything.
asked what's the next arc, but now we know what the next arc is. But we'll get there.
I was just like, well, obviously this is the end. So gonna happen next? We'll
What's
get to that.
next? So it's a bit
Um,
shock. It's a bit surprising. But not really. They kind of. We'll get there.
so Jet and Ayano come in and they check on Elliot and they're like, "Are you good?" And he's like, caring usually isn't one of my issues, but like he actually cared about Meredith in regards to this case. And then Ayana's like, "Yeah, I know, but stubbornness, authority issues," and just standing there like with a giant smirk on her face, like, "Yeah, you tell him, boss." That is correct. And then we get another Danielle tweet, and it says, "Stubborn ass man." It's true though,
I'm
but
like, bro,
that that had her classic smirk on her face, and it's like a blinking you miss it thing. But I was just like, she's like trying not to laugh. You
yeah.
tell her, Sarge.
So then the next part is Meredith is packing her office. I don't know if
Yes,
she's packing her office or she's packing her dad's different office. It's kind of confusing. She's packing some stuff in a box.
but basically she's also back to work because
Yeah, I think she's putting her dad's stuff out, taking her dad's
yeah.
stuff out of the box, out of her office. I think that's what she's
And
doing.
Elliot goes to see her, and she talks to him, and Meredith is basically like, "I have to undo what's been done here." if you haven't come, I would still have my eyes closed.
Yeah. It's like,
And and then she's like, and
you know, you
Elliot's
kind of just stumbled across the whole thing. You know, Elliot wasn't even supposed to be
yeah, and then Elliot's like, yeah, and we need more of you.
there. No,
Not
she says that line to him.
oh,
She says that line to him.
she does.
Yes. I know you wanted to be the other way around, but no, she says it to him.
Okay, fine.
She goes,
Meredith said it to him, Elliot, and
or
then
like,
she
no,
had
we don't need any more of those staples. We're good.
you
One is
know,
enough. The world does not need
and
any.
who's good. We already have two. We got other ones we gotta deal with. So
Yeah, we got a lot of staple boys. We got enough.
got their
You
own
know.
issues. Anyway, oh
She
yeah,
gives
I
him a
forgot.
hug,
I
and it's
forgot
kind
that.
of
I
sweet.
forgot that's this episode. Oh shit. Um. Anyway, then Meredith hugs Elliot, to which
It's very sweet.
continues to the point of I think she likes him.
Yeah. I was
Likes
like,
him.
I ship it
She ships it.
wholeheartedly.
I'm on the ship now. We're going
I was
with
like,
it.
I was like, I full-heartedly support this
As
because,
do
you know,
I.
yeah. No, don't want to argue my case here, but you know, I think they would have turned out okay. Sure, they would have been both traumatized, but hey, you know, I feel like they fit each other rather
They
well
do.
for
They
some
really
reason.
do. Come on, NBC. Give it to us.
You have some time, you know.
Have
Maybe they
time.
can come back in
Okay. And
five
then,
episodes,
as if it wasn't
four
already
episodes.
sweet enough, Elliot's like, well, maybe you can build a new legacy. And it's like, oh, come on. It's legit
Yes,
right there.
yeah. I would have used it, but I would have rammed that one. But you know, they
Like, come on. Lady is smitten. Elliot supporting her. It's right
mhm,
there.
right there. That would have been solid, you know. The next part, because we're on a time crunch, we gotta keep moving here. Um,
Uh,
they
they
go.
free the
Meredith
brother.
goes to check and sees Roy is free. He goes back
Please
home.
be.
Yes,
Everything was
that's
turned around and his record was expunged and we good.
justice was good.
Justice. And then,
But then
as I
that's the
predicted
last scene. There's two last scenes left.
multiple
This one
times,
and then the last one.
I predicted this multiple
Yeah,
times.
yeah,
We have Belle go back to the bureau and she's happy to be there. And she walks into her office and she's putting her stuff down and she's like, where's my chair? And I was like, I knew it. I knew she
yeah.
would know.
The
I
chair was the point.
knew it.
She was like, nobody. Sin.
I knew she was gonna know it was not her chair.
Exactly. Like, you know your chair. You know, you got it just right, and then somebody comes along has you're like,
And then, Elliot's like, Elliot walks in and he's like, yeah, I hit it. I
mhm.
was like, I knew it. I knew that she was gonna mention the chair.
Where is my chair? But it's kind of nice. But
And
then
I think, hold
he
on,
gives Elliot his badge and his gun back. I was like, you're a reinstated.
oh, and then this is Danielle's other tweet. She's like, where is my MF chair?
Yeah,
I knew it. I knew the chair was
yeah,
going to be mentioned. And then,
yeah.
yes,
It's pretty funny.
Elliot
He's
is
reading.
reinstated. Did we expect anything else?
No,
No.
I really
So
didn't.
that gives him back
I thought it'd
his.
be longer. A little held out a little longer just because we were using that, but I guess not.
It was probably the longest it's ever been.
Yeah, because you know, policing has changed in many ways since the first 1.0 of SVU. But you know, anyway, that's another
So
topic for another day.
Diana gives him back his gun and his badge, and um, yeah, um, he's back.
Yeah. So then the last scene
And then he goes home
is
and he's
he
like
goes
telling,
home.
he's like, oh,
Randall's in his house
I
because
forgot.
Randall's just there, you know, because
Randall's there.
Randall's just in his house. Well,
Randall,
he's there with Bernie, but you know,
and he's like, oh, I got my job back, and Bernie's like showing Elliot his little blanket. It's like
yeah.
here, and I was like, okay, she's adorable. And then Randall's like, yeah, Bernie's gonna come live with me until
He's like,
they find a good
he says
home.
that, and then Elliot's like, "You couldn't do it, could you?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You couldn't take, could you?
No.
You couldn't do it." Even Randall, he couldn't do
Yeah.
it.
But
Couldn't
also
send
it's like apparently it's like Randall probably is like, okay, so you're not doing such a good job of it, so I'm gonna
got
take
there,
mom.
and he was so probably
I'm
got.
taking mom now.
He said he was gonna do that anyway before even he was like, maybe I'll come and help out with mom, and
And
he
then,
popped it again.
you're dealing with stuff, and he's like, Joe Jr.'s dealing with stuff. Randall's noticing something's up, and then
So
somebody
then they say something, and then Bernie's
mentions
like,
something about the dad.
then Bernie comes back and
And
it's like,
Randall's
they
like,
found,
no, 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 no. This
no,
is a story for
stop
another
talking about it. We're like,
time.
he's like, stop
Like,
talking about it.
we're like, come on, let's, focus on the
Pack your stuff,
happy things. Like,
you know,
you got your job back. Everything's fine.
anything but this.
And then Bernie walks in. She's like, tell him, which I
Yeah,
was a little surprised about
like
because,
what?
like, usually she wants to keep all the dark secrets about their father hidden
Yeah,
unless they already know it.
yeah.
Or she
Yeah,
wants to, like,
basically what
paint
she,
a picture of, like, that he was actually a good dad when he was not.
no. So
Uh,
then she says,
Trigger
he
warning,
was found in the,
because
yeah,
God
trigger warning.
knows
This is a
nobody
trigger
was
warning.
expecting this.
Yeah, trigger warning for, I
Um,
don't think of how to phrase this. Because it is, I was going to say self-harm,
we just
pretty
have
much.
to read the line. I feel like that's all we can do.
Yeah.
Randall
What she says
says
is,
that,
no, right. He was found in the garage with this car engine running. Yep.
and in
Which, if you don't clearly understand how that works, is that carbon monoxide, because you have, when your car runs, it pushes carbon monoxide out, and it's and it's odorless and everything, so you just stop breathing. That's why they
yeah.
tell you to crack your garage if you run your car in the garage and stuff like that. Yeah,
So he did that to himself,
yeah.
and in an instant, you see this. I have to say, this is the most shocked I've
So
ever
it's
seen
been in like a long time.
Stabler.
There's very few things
As much as I don't
because
always,
he just was always told his dad died
yeah.
I don't know if they said as a hero or what, but
I
he
don't
always
even
was
know.
too.
We don't know what the
I don't
original.
know what the story was.
We don't know.
Don't
We
remember.
not this. And I will
But
say, um, as much as I don't always like giving him props to Chris because the look on his face was like had me torn and shook.
let's
Like
see
Stabler
the
legit
original
was like
story. What did they tell?
in so much shock.
Mm,
And then, Randall's like, well, we'll need the good stuff for this, and goes to get drinks while Stabler's sitting
yeah,
there.
they don't tell us. I tried to make sure I can see if I can find it real quick.
Still,
No, they don't say. It just says it's. They say it's unknown when he died, but they're like, they must. This wikis must be a little. If Ellie doesn't remember, that doesn't make sense. Because the wiki says it's unknown when he died, but it was likely around the time when his twin grandchildren, Richard and Elizabeth, were born. But that doesn't seem like it adds up. But anyway, it's a wiki. Wikis are fan submitted. Anyway, like
so yeah,
yeah,
Randall's
Bernie's.
like,
I mean,
"We'll
not Bernie.
get
Randall
this."
says we need the good stuff for this.
So he goes to get
Yep,
some strong drink while
we gotta think about this.
Elliot's sitting there, still
Yeah,
in shock.
yeah.
And
We
that's
can't
the
spend a lot of time. That's the end. We have
that's
like 5 minutes, so we gotta like wrap it up. So because we don't have time to
okay.
like wait
Next
10 minutes
week,
and then turn it in.
as expected,
Next,
Joe
it is
Jr.
called Semper Fi,
is potentially involved in a
and
illicit
the drug
substances.
ring, was the substance ring. It says Stabler leans into his military network to search for the source of Middle Eastern that kind of drug pipeline making its way into the U.S. So Junior takes drastic action when his brothers stage an intervention. Reyes returns to the squad.
Yay! Reyes is
But
back.
basically,
Please, for the love of God, let everything be okay with him.
yeah,
I
basically
miss
Joe Junior is
him. I
involved in
need
this
to
ring,
not
and
fucking
it's not
sad.
going well. Joe Junior is involved in this ring, and it's not going well. So
It's
because
it's
it was really sus when that the warehouse where he was selling the wine
and
in the warehouse,
there's
that was suspicious.
new characters in the promo, which I'm assuming are
Yeah,
the leads of this, and it's a guy and a girl, which
yeah.
is new.
So we got some interesting stuff coming up. It's called Sympathy.
What do you give this episode?
3.5.
I
I
give
think
it a
it concludes for it concludes well. it kind of closes the arc well, but it left it open for some more that they could have explored. But they only have so much time in an episode. But
Yeah, and then the last thing I put in was a Danielle tweet that she retweeted a tweet by Amy Berg, um, who works on the show, and she says, "All the words and images in tonight's episode were brought to you by women." Yay. So
mhm,
the words were written by women, the director was a woman. Hell yeah. Yay. Perfect for Women's History Month.
mhm.
All right, that's it.
Yeah, that's all we got. So we will yep. So the shows will be back on the 11th. And when we do know, we've gotten some information about the ones after that, and they look pretty interesting. But we'll talk about those next time.
Oh, we did have we have, as of now, we had a birthday that passed and a birthday coming
Yeah,
up.
yeah. By the time y'all watch this episode, his birthday will have passed because I'm gonna split it up and do this
Wait,
episode next week. So we have
um,
content every week.
and I forget what day it was, but
Today's
Caitlin's
April 1st.
birthday, Caitlin Davidson, who plays
Yeah,
Elizabeth's birthday was
someday
uh,
last week. I can't remember.
last
Didn't
week,
write
I
it
think,
down. So
possibly the
we gotta
20,
add to our list. We gotta add to our list.
March
Sometime
20,
last week,
March
I believe so.
27th, maybe. But yeah, as of now, when you're gonna watch this, Chris's birthday is tomorrow when we're recording this,
Yeah.
but it'll already
But
have
it will
passed.
have passed. It'll be passed. I'm gonna put this episode next week. So we'll have one this week and one next week. The people have content.
And then
But that's all we got.
we do have more April birthdays coming up, but
Yeah, but
that's
we'll get there when we get there.
yeah.
Yes, and the podcast turns 2 in a couple weeks. So we'll be working on some stuff for that.
Wait, hold on. What episode is next?
What?
What?
You just need to ask me this question because I don't know if you have time in it.
I know, but I have a reason for it. I need to know.
What? Sympathy. It's on the 11th.
No, what number episode?
9.
Damn it.
That's next week. The one you're talking about is the
It,
next time. We get Kelly on no, we get Kelly for 11th.
should we
But we'll
get her
talk
for
about
her
that.
birthday? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Kelly, we don't have time. We need like 2 minutes. So whatever you gotta say, you gotta go fast. For the
Okay,
Zooming club,
anyway.
you don't have time to sign other than
Uh,
okay, wait, 10 whole minutes to sign other
no,
than
we don't. It's after. Okay,
yeah.
anyway,
But
thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next
thanks.
time.
Yeah. Hope you have a lovely time with your lives, and we will see you all next time. Our
Yes.
podcast turns 2,
We
so
hope
get ready for some. I don't know what we're gonna make, but we might make some cool stuff to
hope
celebrate
all of you had a lovely
Easter.
Easter if
Um,
you celebrated. If
I
not,
hate April Fool's Day, so I hope you did not. I hope no one's. I mean, I hate April Fool's Day because I don't understand April Fool's Day because it doesn't make sense in my brain. But I hope you had a lovely day if you did.
I have an Easter bunny.
Now it's
Well,
yeah, now it's Steffi's show and tell again because we get this in the other episode. But also we gotta say, so we literally don't have time. But that
Easter
is the
bunny.
bunny I got. Yes,
Yes.
literally. So that is all we got. So we thank you all for listening, and we will see you all next time. And we love
Yes.
you so much. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe and rate us
Yes.
on podcast apps and YouTube. That's all. Goodbye.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.